Hi everyone, welcome. I will be with you in 40 seconds or so, and I want to say thank you to the chat monitors for your help. If you can make it, I know today I'm here twice, so whether if you can make it or not, I would appreciate it if you can, but I understand this gets a bit much. Okay, so I'll wait. Hi, Rosalind, Bonnie, oh, Ron, thank you very much for coming over. Oh my God. I appreciate your help. Orlando, above the cloud, Katie, oh my God. I'm sure all of you have watched the hearing. This is uh, mind boggling. That's all I can say. And Lucy says, hi, we are back. I don't see, as I was watching the hearing, all I kept hearing or feeling is how is Trump and his enablers going to overcome this or even do a rebuttal or something. There's nothing. I mean, this guy's words came back to bite him, to haunt him. And I just read that before I came on, and I've been saying it for a very long time. But after I watched this broadcast, there is absolutely no chance Trump is going to get over it. He's going to run again, number one. Number two, if we thought lots of diapers run, says lots of diapers get used. Yeah, oh boy. And after this, I know, he's going to come up with stuff. I'm sure right now he's having his secretary typing memos, trying to explain everything. But it's all just going to, fly by and nobody's going to pay attention. There is no coming back from the last two. I mean, all of them, and to whatever I feel like saying were blockbusters. After today, I mean, I'm sure the committee is going to come back with more stuff, basically to sink any idea Trump might have had at a recovery. But the last one, using the videographers documentary, oh my God, that's going to be a blockbuster as well, among other people who are going to show up. And like I said, friends, I would not be surprised if Cipollone decides to testify. And it feels like to me, this is having an amazing effect on Trump fans. Thank you very much, Firefly, for your generosity in the super chat. I appreciate it. Firefly says, hi, Milu. Hi, everyone. Light and love to all. Light and love to you, too. Thank you. But yes, this is, I was watching this thing. I was like an awe. If you notice, everything those people said, and they are very, they are lawyers. Those guys are very good lawyers if they were able to get, well, not really true, but they had high position at DOJ, and they are career people. So that, well, yes, it's true. They have a track record. So they don't speak in languages like me, you know, not not precise. They speak in precise languages, and they have notes and everything to back up what they say. So the committee made sure they made those people say, and totally I feel, repeat, basically I should say, repeat Trump's words on TV. And you know, I was thinking about one of the congressmen. He's the guy that used to belong to Jim Jordan. I was trying to figure out how Jim Jordan would try to play interference and something like that. He would look like a clown, or worse than the clown that we normally see him when there is anything that Democrats are in charge of. And you know something? The person I was happy to see on the list of the people who asked for a pardon, Marjorie Greene. Remember, guys, I told you she's going to have some issues? Yeah. I'm not seeing her going to jail. At least not yet. But thank you very much, Cine Alexander, for your generosity on the super chat. I appreciate it. But it's going to be fun enough to see how Marjorie Greene is going to wiggle her way out of this. These people have very low self-esteem. They are pathological liars. They are selfish and self-centered. I'm sure, you know, those Republicans are going to come up with something. I won't be surprised. But I feel she's going to have a challenge getting out of this. And I hope, and I would not be surprised. There's something, from what I understand, the 14th Amendment, if you conspired against America or something like that, you can no longer run for office or occupy any office. Joel Simpson says, I'm voting for Liz Cheney. Hey, listen, man, I can't tell you now. Let me tell you something. And that's who I was going to mention, by the way, Liz Cheney. If Liz Cheney, that's on her mind. Let me put it out there. She's thinking of making sure of everyone who took part from Congress, who took part in the January 6th. Hi, Chef. Thank you very much for your generosity. Yes, I appreciate it. Everyone who took part in the January 6th insurrection in any way, shape, or form from Congress won't stay. It's playing a big. It's playing big on her mind. So don't be surprised if Liz Cheney goes after them. Senator Peterson says, Matt Gaetz, yeah, of course. At that one, I'm not surprised because the rumor has been out for a while. I think he denied it. Today, oh my God. All those people, guys. I think a long time ago, recently someone else asked me the same question again. How many people from Congress I thought was going to go to jail? Senator Peterson says, Mo Brooks. Yeah. Oh, he's not happy. This guy is not happy at all with Trump. How many people are going to go to jail? Trump is going to drag a whole bunch of people with him. Oh, my God. I said 10, I believe. But I don't know if all of them. There are more than 10 people who are taking part in this insurrection, supporting at various degree. Chef says, anytime, thank you, okay. Chef said, anytime, Milu, long overdue, love yours. Oh, love you since you started YouTube. Thank you. Yes, that's true. You've been with me since I started. Thank you for your support. Yes, this is going to be very, well, there's no way I feel Trump is going to be able to overcome this. And the other thing is, where does he go from here? It's going to be interesting to watch. I know he's going to deny it. That's automatic for him and his family. The thing is, what does he do? You know what, guys? This thing is still rolling on my mind. I will, it's you guys' turn to ask me your questions, because Bannon is going to jail. Stone is going to have some issues. Alex Jones, I believe, not yet, but Alex Jones has a lot of problems. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up behind bars. Stone is a little more cagey, but there is a very good chance I'm not seeing bars. The reason why I'm not saying Stone is going to jail is because I'm not seeing Barr in front of him yet. So, but I wouldn't be surprised. But I'm not seeing him there yet. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you very much, Jerry, for your generosity for your super chat. I appreciate it. Jerry says you're amazing. Thank you, and thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Okay. Let's see. Okay, let me see. I'm looking for questions. Let's see. Oh my God. Lynn Raymond says Gates asked for a pardon in December. Interesting. Of course, because, if you ask early, how do you say it again? Earlier something gets the worm or something like that. So he wanted to be first in line. Oh yeah? Okay, Marilyn H says, Milu, you can rewatch Rachel's segment on YouTube. It's on the MSNBC highlights. Everyone who would like to watch, thank you, Marilyn H. Anyone who would like to watch the show, Rachel Maddow's show last night, where she had that journalist on talking about the way the 1%ers were planning on rigging our elections in order for them to have Republicans in charge and remain in charge. The video is on YouTube on the MSNBC highlights. So yeah, I'm gonna watch it because I'm not gonna watch the whole thing. I want the last segment because I was doing two things and I didn't catch the whole thing. But I'll tell you, it was so annoying. Oh, somebody asked me a question about, and I think it's important. Somebody asked me, can you see Putin hitting the UK by end of year? Thanks. Talking about, no, Russia will not attack NATO. Russia knows if they can't even fight Ukraine, don't believe the hype. Putin knows. It's not Russia. Putin knows. Okay? First of all, let me reiterate something I've said a long time ago, since the beginning of this thing. That's what I mean by a long time ago. He loves his kids and grandkids. He doesn't want to kill them. He doesn't care about your kid and my kid, nor you and I, but he doesn't want to kill his kids, okay? The notion of using atomic weapons, he knows. And the notion that, yes, even hypothetical, supposedly he's going to deploy Satan, that's going to reach, it's a hypersonic carrier, delivery system, okay? It doesn't make any difference. The minute this thing takes off, Putin would get hit. Yes, it would be the end of the world, and Putin knows it. So the person who asked me that question, don't lose sleep over Putin making those threats, okay? And there's a lot going on behind the scenes that we don't know about yet that's going on in Russia, okay? So, and I'm still sticking with my prediction, what I saw. not changing it. Uh, Somebody else asked me, I wonder how long the J6 committee has had the video from Alex Holder. I have no idea because I can confuse time, but it feels like to me they've known about it for a while. I mean, I don't know why. I feel like saying one, and I don't mean a week, probably a month or so. Okay, so yeah, and guys, let me go back to the January 6th thing. There is a guy they call Ku Klux Klan. It's a young guy who was at DOJ, that a plant, just like Trump did at DOD. He did the same thing at DOJ. Supposedly, this guy was supposed to report to Clark, and oh my God. This guy, I don't know how many of you saw his picture during the broadcast. He's laughing from ear to ear, and he was there for one thing, carrying, Trump's orders, do Trump's dirty work for him. And let me tell you guys, we are lucky. I keep repeating this, we are lucky, because if those people who testified today, among others, who stood up to Trump, and it's not because somebody said something, it's not only because of what those guys said at the last meeting Trump had with them, I believe on January 3rd. I think so, January 3rd, when they told him they were going to quit. But somebody said that's not why Trump didn't listen to them. It's because Trump realized, it's selfish reason. Everything Trump does, it's because it has something to do with him. And the person said Trump did it because he knew he had another act. Something else he had something else under his sleeve. And if that happened, he would have difficulties. People wouldn't believe him on January 6th. Or January 6th insurrection would be less believable. Something to that effect, and that resonated with me. That's why Trump did not install Jeffrey Clark. And by the way, I'm sure all of you know, Jeffrey Clark was, his home was raided this morning, and I mean, yes, about time they start raiding these people, the home of those people, and take possession of their electronics. And the other thing is, I feel like saying the people that I mentioned, those 1%ers who contributed or who are paying or have people who took part on the insurrection on salaries at various, entities that they have. Don't be surprised if some of those people get themselves in major trouble. And as I am saying this, Elon Musk has a couple of legal issues brewing. Let's see how he fares. And I don't feel that's the last we're going to hear of his legal issues. And as I am saying this, the worst thing that can happen to a father, your daughter turn on you. His daughter went to court and basically did no longer wanted to carry his last name, nor be, basically said she doesn't want to be associated with him, with Elon Musk as a father in any way, shape, or form. I thought that when I read that, I'm like, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. But Musk is arrogant, and he's got to stick his nose on everything, just like Trump, obnoxious and arrogant. He's gonna learn a couple of lessons in the coming year or so. No, they won't humble him, but remember, guys, what I said as I'm saying this, I'm seeing it again. He's going to end up just like Howard Hughes because he can't, just like Trump, unfortunately for him, he's not a former president. Unfortunately for us, Trump was. So Trump has more of, I mean, on people's, well, I don't know how to explain it, not on my mind, but Trump has more influence than he does, simply because he was president. But Musk has a couple of reckoning days ahead. Yeah. So, and also, like I said this morning, that's why Ham Bezos, among others, I don't know their names, but very wealthy people, and I'm glad somebody posted a comment. What happened, I believe, in the 1930s, the unions were formed to battle the super rich, just like today, because of shenanigans they were doing at that time. I don't know, but I'm glad the person who posted that, thank you, you gave me hope, because last night I was really not very happy. I know they were going to lose, but what annoyed me is their arrogance. And this morning, if I wasn't very clear, it's still bothering me. You know, the arrogance. These people travel, they see, they're not stupid. They are selfish, self-centered. They think, you know, what's yours is theirs, what's theirs is, just like Trump, okay? But they see, they understand what dictatorship is about. For wanting to create anything different than what we have, yes, you know, our system needs to be enhanced, or can be enhanced, make it better. They want to take us back. I don't know, well, yeah, take us backwards. To me, it's unconscionable. And these people, I hope the IRS put them under the microscope and DOJ hold them accountable if they had anything to do with January 6th, which I feel will happen. Like I said, anyone who had anything to do with January 6th will pay. It's going to take a little bit of time, but will be held accountable. Okay. Let's see. Awakening with Susan says, okay. Oh, she's saying to Shockwave 43 that Gates, Brooks, and Briggs, yeah, they all ask, a whole bunch of them. But I you know, guys, I told you a bunch of people from Congress, you know who is getting a pass? Oh my God. He is director of Trump Media. I forgot his name. You guys know who I'm talking about. I don't understand because please, everyone, you know, can somebody please remind me of his name, the guy who left Congress to go run that Trump platform stuff? Nunes, Devin Nunes. Thank you, Wikoliasix, a wiki. Yeah, because this guy took part in this thing too. I don't understand why, you know, Devin Nunes was, you know, in this thing from the beginning. And that's why Trump put him in charge of Truth Platform, whatever they call it. Yeah. But let's see what happens. I said a long time ago he's going to have some legal issues. Let's see what happens. That's one person I've been, you know, trying to remember to bring him up, but I keep forgetting. Sandra Peterson says, this is why Jim Jordan wanted to be on the committee. Yeah. Well, you know, well, this is not, it's an illegal committee. Let's see how well they do going forward. This thing is going to have a tremendous impact on all those Trump fanatics. Okay. Yep. Elaine Burnett says this January 6th committee is so focused, and each hearing gets worse for Trump and his enablers. That's for sure. Wiki said Nunes sucks at his job. That's for sure. All right, let's see. You know who I have to I have to find out what I haven't heard much about Don Jr. Shockwave 43 says, Milo, why was Rick Perry asked Abbott to fast track the separation bill from the union? I don't know what that is, Shockwave. Rick Perry asked Abbott to fast track. Oh, one second. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. Rick Perry is the former governor of Texas. I think he was governor, and he worked on the Trump administration. Uh, you know, well, the notion that Texas is going to secede, it's from what I understand. I'm not a lawyer, and according to lawyers or people who know about the Constitution and all that, forget it. That's not going to happen. Okay, they just yapping. And somebody said something the other day. If Texas has problems keeping the lights on, you know, how are they going to secede? Forget it. But what asking Abbott to fast track this doesn't make any sense to me. But that, intuitively, I should say, because that's not going to prevent Rick Perry from going to jail if he did anything illegal while Trump was in office. Okay, and it's not going to help him intuitively, I feel, in any other way, because this is never going to happen. That's not going to happen. The notion that a state is going to break away from the union, and all those people who want to be Trumpers, forget it. I'm talking about Abbott and Nunes of this world. No, I'm not getting it. The only thing I can think of is for him to try to stay out of jail, but that's not going to help him. If somebody, it doesn't matter. They send sheriff after him. Also to own the libs. That's another thing. All those Republicans, that platform they have, they just want to own the libs in their mind. Marjorie Greene says Texas does not want to be part of the U.S. I looked at old cowboy shows from the 50s. They acted the same as today. They had rebels flag flying. Yeah, but has it happened? It's never going to happen, my friend. Never. I mean, how are they going to survive? I mean, it's easier said than done, according to some people I've heard talk about, even if something like that was possible. How are they going to do it? No. And not because I'm an expert, but intuitively it resonates with me. That's why I'm repeating. Let's see. Oh yeah? Electra Storm says it's against the law to break away. Maybe, I don't know why, but I wouldn't be surprised if you're right. Let me see. Sandra Peterson says Texas doesn't acknowledge the Biden presidency. Yeah, they want to on the libs. That's why. Yeah, Trump is the president. Yeah. Watch. Yeah, Trump is going to be president, all right, of a jail cell. That's where he's going to be president again. What? Gracie says Devin Nunes is pulling a salary of $750,000 a year as CEO of Trump's Truth Social. Yikes. I should have applied for that job. $750,000. Oof. Amazing. Okay. Michelle Madrano Garcia said it was so that Texas could do the succession and separate from the United States. They don't realize that they will have to give up all the taxes that they get from the U.S. Really? I did that one. Maybe that's why there's no way they're gonna succeed. Marilyn H says, Milu, my BMW was picked up with a loaner BMW for service a couple of days ago. The price, as always, was pretty steep here. I know what you mean. However, I never needed much done for years. Yeah, I mean, if you take care of them, whatever needs to be done, they're fine. I mean, a lot of people, and most people who own BMWs say, well, I'm one of the few, I keep them for a long time. One of mine is 10 years old, the other one is 6. So, but they're pretty good cars. The engine, I mean, if you don't abuse them, the transmission, I mean, they have some plastic parts, but if you want, you can change the whole, you can take out all the plastics. I mean, I'm talking about, well, there are a number of them. I can't remember the names of all of them right now, but otherwise, a lot of people believe, yes, they're expensive to maintain, but, if after 60,000 miles, you spend 60 to 70,000 miles, you spend $3,000-4,000 on it, it's not bad. And you know what? Even Toyotas too, you will spend that much money because you need brakes, probably need new spark plugs or whatever they use these days. Yeah. So I'm not surprised. But thank you for letting me know. I have one here that may need to be, well, it needs to be serviced. I think I only need an oil change. So let's see. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Because I spent the money this morning. I did my root canal this morning, and I'm speaking. So I don't feel anything. I'm keeping my fingers crossed. Okay. Sandra Peterson says, Mo Brooks said that he'll testify if his demands are met. Yeah. You're right for laughing, Sandra. That's what I did too when I heard about all the demands. And in fact, they were discussing that on MSNBC. They said, who does Mo Brooks think he is? And it's true. I mean, they're going to subpoena you if they want to anyway, and then you're going to have to show up. So we'll see. I don't think they're going to give him what he wants. But it would be interesting. I wouldn't be surprised because he hates Trump now. Because Trump turned on him, he blames Trump for losing his senatorial campaign or bid, his senatorial bid to become a senator. So, yep. He hates Trump. Trump turned on him. Okay, friends. Wow. You have been driving them for a while too. Merlin H says, yep, I've been driving him for 30 years. We gave our son one for graduation. Yeah, they what I like about BMW is the handling. And you know what, Cadillac, the new Cadillacs handle very well as well. But that's why I bought my first BMW. It was the handling. Okay. Theodore Lundgren says, I watched Trump go into the Justice Department, and no, he was up to no good. Yep. Well, basically, he thought, just like he called people his generals, You know, he thought the lawyers at the Justice Department were his lawyers. Lina Meleng is saying, Milo, will Melania Trump have legal issues? I don't think so. The legal issues Melania Trump is going to have is divorcing Trump. At the right time, she will jump ship. Well, once he goes to jail, you know. But she loves the lifestyle, though. I mean, oh my God. Yeah. Can you imagine coming from where she came from? Okay, with not much money, and end up at Mar-a-Lago. It's not really Mar-a-Lago. It's the area, the exclusivity. Oh my God. So yeah, she loves that, and I don't blame her. But she will have legal issues divorcing Trump. That's when the legal issues will come up. Johnny S says, don't forget, Mo Brooks wore armor on January 6th when he gave his speech. That's true. He knew there would be violence. Absolutely. Oh yeah. That's this guy thinks he's smarter than everyone else. Anyone who promoted or continued to promote the big lie, you can't be that bright, in my opinion. Maybe I don't know better, but Jesus. John Johnson says, bye, Milo, everybody. Have a great day. Have a good one, John. See you soon. Okay, friends, thank you very much for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilo.com, or you can give me a call from my YouTube number or send me an email. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. Again, thank you, chat managers. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the bell, and please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. I would appreciate it. Again, everyone, thank you. I will see you all tomorrow, same time. Till then, bye. Have fun. I'm going to watch Madao now.